Mm. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Coming on a little bit later today because I woke up a little bit more crazy today. So I went to a meeting right away. So, and then I shuffled my card deck while I was in the meeting. And then I was listening and writing down my reading. And then it just struck me so um so much that I was like, you know what? I want to come and share this because one, I wanted to I wanted to ask you a question of the day, obviously, because why not? Because I like doing that and it makes me think, and maybe it makes you think too. Also, I wanted to talk about a few things. I want to talk about my reading because it just really, I haven't read my last card or the reversed version of my last card. So, um, yet. Huh. Hey, Facebook's in the house. Oh, um, so I haven't read that one yet, but um, let's start with the question of the day, like real quick, and then for those of you that maybe are just into the question of the day, because not everybody's into tarot, and not everybody, not everybody is into what I'm into. So if you're here for the question of the day, let me put that out there. My good habits include blank. My good habits include blank. Okay, I'm going to put that in the banner. Give me 2 seconds. My good habits include. Okay, and then we'll add the banner, and then we're going to show the banner. My good habits include blank. Okay, so for me, my good habits include going to recovery Dharma meetings, meditating, exercising, and I was going to go do that right now. However, I really just wanted to come in, and it's kind of hot, and I'm kind of thinking I might go to the gym to work out today instead of working out outside because it's been like 90, 95, and it gets a little crazy. And I spent a lot of time out in the sun yesterday. I went to some music festivals, which was great, and I went to this other town that had a bunch of fabulously leathered gay hairy men. It was a gay convention, a bear king convention. For those of you who don't know, feel free to Google it. It's okay. All right. So, my rating. Now, I pull a 3 card for myself pretty much every day, almost just every day. I just sometimes every other day, like whenever I feel intuitively like to pull for myself, I do, because I also like to run life at a bit of like an intuitive way, so it's kind of like, okay, well, if I feel like I don't need it that day, then I don't do it and I don't trip. I'm just like, yeah, okay. Or if I'm like it's a busy day, like yesterday I did laundry, I went to like 5 different places, I took myself out to lunch, I went later to the same area and experienced the marketplace, that they had that wasn't really popping. So then that was okay. And then I took my kiddo for a drive, and then I went to an outside town and visited with a friend of mine, and and just really had some girl time because they're suffering and going through some stuff, and there was just something I could relate to, because I've been suffering and going through some stuff. I mean, I don't know. I really have to concede to myself that just because I came out doesn't mean my divorce hurt any less. Yeah, just because I was like, oh, this isn't for me. I don't understand why people feel that because someone else came forth and was like, okay, we have to put an end to this. This is extremely toxic and it's not healthy and it's not doing us any favors and we're destroying our children and we're just, and it was just all these things that why just because you came up with the idea first titled to hurting, right? Because you're still mourning something that you thought was going to happen, right? You're still mourning the fact that the relationship that you had societally told yourself you wanted was actually not what you wanted. It was what your mom wanted. It was what every adult in your life probably wanted for you to be happy and healthy and whole and confident and an amazing, whatever it is that you are, which are all those things. You are amazing and, um, yes, confident, and you deserve all the good things of life. You, we all deserve all the good things of life. Okay. Yes, we all deserve. It is not my place to judge who deserves and who does not deserve. However, unless I'm talking about me, then believe you me, it is all my job to say what will and will not be happening in my life or to me or how I let people treat me in life. You know what I mean? Like for sure. Okay, anyway, sorry, I started doing my hair. ADHD moment. Okay, hold on. I gotta hold it sideways. Okay, so my first card was the parrot spirit. Okay, and at first, when I first read this, I was like, oh, of course, yeah, like taking on other people's opinions. Just I thought it meant more like the snapback, though. Like when you don't agree with somebody and you automatically want to jump to defense. I thought it meant that. It did not. What this card was telling me was that I needed to watch my self talk and watch what I put out in the world because the manner in which I'm putting things out into the world can affect the amount of message that is able to be received from another person. So if I want my kind, empathetic, loving message to be heard, and the card said throughout the jungle, I need to be mindful in the ways in which I talk to everybody, not just to you guys, not, um, and that is one of the things I do for myself every day. Like the question asks, you know, one of my good habits is wise speech, being mindful of what I'm saying, because I haven't always been. Just ask my kids; they'll tell you, and anybody else who knows me. Like, yeah, I pop right off of the mouth. Okay, and then I got my second card. So it's my first card was the embrace card, which was an upright parrot, mind you, which is always for some people. For me, reverse versus forward or upright versus reverse, it doesn't matter because the messages are just as good. Like either one, it's not like good versus bad. They're just different. It's just different. Um, Wolf spirit was reversed for me. So we have embrace, parrot spirit. Oh wait, embrace, accept, wolf spirit, reversed, which said to me, um, that basically I am supposed to be showing up authentic. I'm supposed to be not worrying about what other people think of me. I am just supposed to be showing up authentically and how I rob myself of the experience of being my authentic self when I'm not my authentic self. And then I rob the experience of people connecting with me authentically if I'm not authentically myself. And so my mom, uh, not the mom who bore me, but the mom who raised me, um, oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Hold on. mm, oh yes. So when I was growing up, my mom and all my mom's friends and things, like, they called me Sweet Me because I was sweet. I just I didn't I was little. I was young. I didn't have anything to be mad about. Um, I grew up mostly on in Malad, Idaho with my grandma, who is my namesake, who, if you don't know what a namesake is, it's the person you're named after. You know what I mean? Not everybody knows the technological terms or like the genealogy, the whatever like that. I don't know everything, but I do know that. So, yeah, that and for a long time, I let myself not express love or care authentically because of the surroundings I had, because I knew I was in such a fragile space in life that if I told certain truths to the wrong people, it would in fact detour me from ever seeking those truths ever in my life, right? I'd just be like, oh, that's not for me, i.e., coming out, right? Like, I would have told myself, like, oh no, that's just, no, I'm just bisexual. Like, I've been bisexual my whole life. I'm not going to deny I like the ladies. We all know that. If you know me, you know I like the ladies. Um, However, I also spent a fair amount of my young years liking the men too. We're more like not liking them, but using them, utilizing them like tools. I didn't have very many relationships. I was just like, oh, well, I always, when I was growing up, I just kind of like looked at it like a guy a lot would, like, well, I don't want a relationship. I just want to do this, and you want to do this, so let's do this, and mutually respect each other. And well, not a lot of 20-year-olds were doing that. And when I was 20, and that was like 27 years ago, and I'm no longer that person, yeah, obviously. But I really resonated with the fact that I was robbing myself of experiencing myself being in the authenticness. And I don't know, it's easier for me to accept and resonate with someone else's perspective or joy than it is in my own, But so if I was to put that experience in, like, I'm robbing myself of experiencing the authenticness or what it would feel like to show up 100% authentic as myself. And now I say that because I do typically on live, but I always have. So I'm more kind of tailor that like into the world, like going out into society authentically as myself. Or when I make a decision to be like really sure, because I've learned in life I can take my time making decisions. If someone is pressing me for an answer, chances are I'm not supposed to be making that choice to begin with. And they know it. So they're pressing me because they know if I have time to think about it, I'm going to say no. If I know that when people press me for an answer, it is a negative experience for me, as soon as somebody starts pressing me for an answer, I can bounce because I already know the trail and train of that, right? I already know what's going to happen. Oh wait, I'm sorry guys, I forgot to put my comments on, but nobody commented anyway that I could tell. And I don't know if Facebook can comment. Yeah. Um, so if you're on, I have a Facebook watcher. Could you comment? Are you able to comment? And if I don't hear from you, I'm just going to assume. And if you know me, message me and tell me yes or no. If you don't know me, don't message me because I won't answer. Um, yeah, like, I mean, I will. Okay, that was a little harsh. I've just gotten a lot of male sex bot stuff lately, and it's very frustrating. I have a shirt on my link tree that says I only look straight, and I'm gonna buy it. I've decided I'm going to buy like a maybe not one a month, but like two couple pride shirts every so often. You know what I mean? For my repertoire. But I really like that. Because then too, like if I go out do anything, or I go dancing, or I'm just going out to have a good time, and I'm not obviously out to be looking to be messed with by people. Um, I feel like wearing a shirt is more. I thought it was more like in your face, but apparently, like when I went out dancing not that long ago and wore my vegetarian shirt, that wasn't an obvious enough that I ended up getting groped and misappropriately pressed on in a gay bar of all places. Like, you know, back in the day where they called it strictly dickly. Yeah, like um gay bar. The last place in the world I thought I was gonna have to worry about that, being a lesbian woman, being a woman in general in a gay bar. I really didn't think I was gonna have to worry about that. And then, but herein lies the issue, is that we have still a ton of people out there in the world that still don't know who they are, and they're still trying to figure it out. And like somebody comes up to him and is like, "Oh, dude, you're so gay." I had a guy who was completely plastered, just hoping for like the bridesmaids, because apparently bridesmaids go a lot. So just hopefully looking for the one bridesmaid that like was lonely or whatever, is literally his words. His words. And the extremely gay guy who couldn't stop telling me how straight he was. Yeah. And then he kept trying to get me to go to the bar across the street that was playing karaoke, and that made me feel even weirder. It was like super weird. Okay, so my last card is a reverse vulture spirit, which the vulture spirit is nothing is wasted, right? Like you've never had a waste. Nothing you've ever experienced is wasted. Like every hurt, every pain, every breakup, every relationship, every misguided effort, every moment you have lived has not been wasted. And I really appreciate that. But I also want to read it because it always puts a new spin and I like it a lot. So we're going to read it. Do you wish you could run away from your past or deny your mistakers? Not so fast as vulture spirit. You've gained something valuable from the experiences. Let your grief or anger move through you, and soon your emotions will transform. For you will come to see that you have learned and grown. The alchemy of transformation is a gift from spirit. So never disown what embarrassed, disappointed, or shamed you. It will soon be a source of great wisdom and strength as you work with the magic that allows miracles to be created out of sadness and beauty to arise from ugliness. Vulture Spirit wants you to know that you embody beauty, and the alchemical transformation of the past is happening already. Hang in there. You are so loved, and so much beauty is waiting to come out of all of this. And I really like that. I really like that because life is really hard. And not wanting to jump to different process addictions to make me feel better is hard, you know, like video gaming, sex, all the phones, which is why I keep going on live on my desktop, because I'm like trying to like be a content creator and putting down my phone. I feel like it's like a catch-22. Like I feel like I'm missing something. Um, but yeah, what a great poll. I mean, oh, just such a great pool. And I just love Wolf Spirit. I always have. I have a tattoo of a wolf howling at the moon on my arm, which I'm hopefully going to get fixed soon. Not as soon as I thought, because I was supposed to meet up with somebody off of Facebook in Sacramento, in like, because they're going to Sacramento in a month, but it looks like I might end up just having to travel to Nevada, which is fine because I know people in Nevada. I'm sure somebody would want to say hi. And even if not, who cares? I'm not there to say hi anyway, but I'm sure someone would say hi to me, want to say hi to me in Nevada. Maybe. I also have never gambled. Or no, that's not true. I've gambled 3 times, but I've never been to a casino in Nevada. Mm. But gambling isn't really my thing. I don't necessarily have a problem with it, but I am mindful because I know I have like addictive tendencies. So, all right, guys. Well, I wanted to share my poll with you, and yeah, like 20 minutes. I won't take up any much more of your time, I guess, unless you want to poll, but I can't see, so I might just go to Facebook individually on a live so I can comment back and forth, because I don't think, yeah, I don't think, I can't see, Facebook won't allow me to see comments on my streaming. So, which is probably why if you ever hit a content creator and you're like, why aren't they answering my text or they're ignoring me? It's, well, if they're using a streaming thing that doesn't like, I think I can only see YouTube. And I don't know if I'm going on Instagram right now because Instagram told me I lost that capability. So it says I am. So we're just going to go with it. But anyway, I love you guys. And I really, really, really hope that you take care of yourself today. I hope that you do something that you love today. I hope that you do something that brings you joy today. And that you remind yourself you don't have to have it all figured out right now, right? It doesn't all have to be worked out right now, right? Like you can let it play out. You can step back and take a pause and see how things are moving, how things are going. And remember, the people that are going to press you for an answer are not meant for you. They really aren't. If you have somebody in your life who can't respect that you need time to make a decision, they are not for you. Honest. Like, and I'm not trying over here saying, oh, but I'm for you. That is your decision. And I can't make that for you. But I do know that I want to see you do good in life. I do know that I'm 100% the person that is going to encourage you to quit that job, even if I'm your coworker and it puts more work on my plate. I'm still going to do it because it's what's best for you. Because I figure like I can handle whatever, like bring it on. And that's not fair for me either because I can't handle whatever. And it isn't just bring it on, because then that really allows people the freedom to come and just bash it into your life in a severely disrespectful manner. And then because they've done it so many times and over so many years, they don't have the capability to respect you. They don't even know what that looks like. And one more thing. If you go to somebody, hold on, come close. Come here. Hold on. Okay. listen to me. This is for real. Listen to me. Are you listening? Okay. If you go to somebody with a honest to goodness feeling. Now, hold on. I'm going to take this banner off real quick because I want you to see my face. Okay. Hold on. Okay. If you go to somebody with an honest concern and their first response is an eye roll, walk away. They are not for you. And you are wasting your time telling them. Okay? I love you. You can tell me. Message me. Okay? Tell me. I will be authentically happy for you. I will show joy for you. I will encourage you to do the right thing for you, not what I think the right thing is for you, because we'll find that out. Like if you want a sounding board, message me. I mean, I might not be able to get to you right away, but I'm going to respond to you in an authentic way. And if you're asking me a question, I'm going to meditate about it first. And chances are I'll get back to you tomorrow. So know if it takes about 24 hours to get back to you, I feel like there's moments in time where it's extremely important to really know what you want to say to somebody. And if you come to me for advice, that is going to be one of those moments where I'm going to take it, I'm going to meditate on it, I'm going to sit with it, I'm going to meditate some more. I might seek some outside guidance if necessary, because I have a lot of people that I can reach out to, because I know I don't know everything. And that was something else that was in today. It's like, if you can accept the fact that you don't know it all, if you can reside to the fact that we're all learning, all of us, and if you can also reside to the fact that nobody knows it all, nobody knows everything. So, right? Nobody knows everything. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's meant for you but you. And you're worth it. You are 100% worth it. Have a great rest of your day.